Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird from StopStrugglingNow.com. And tonight, we have to talk about who sacrificed for you. Are you thankful? There's plenty of people that help you become successful. Let's talk about it and welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back. And I want to thank you for being here on a Memorial Day. And that is exactly what we're talking about here. Sacrifice. There are men, women over the centuries of this nation that have sacrificed for us to be free, for us to be able to live in this environment that we live in the United States. So again, if you haven't thank these people or think about thanking them, I understand most of them are gone. That is the whole purpose of Memorial Day. But you have to appreciate the fact that some people gave up their lives for the freedoms we enjoy today. And I'm not just talking about military men and women. The whole country is built on the backs of a lot of different people. So on Memorial Day, you have to think about what people have actually put forth. And once an individual gives their life for their country, their families also are impacted. So everybody's not on the same thought wave or the same playing field. So this is what I'm going to do tonight, because it is Memorial Day weekend and you guys know what we're talking about. Let's just call it pour out a little liquor for them as well. Well, that's what we're doing. Wishing that we're here. All right. So you guys got to appreciate the fact, like I said, that some people are out here giving up their lives for the freedoms that we enjoy today. So Memorial Day it is. And then, of course, I meld this into the fact that how many people are trying to sacrifice to help you out in your life. Think about it. Some of you discount when your parents were working 1 or 2 or 3 jobs. You discount when your parents had to get off work and come bail you out for some mess that you created amongst yourself while you're in school, maybe after school. You guys discount what a grandparent or great-grandparents had to endure and try to help you out. Those are the sacrifices as well from communities, from individuals. So these are the kind of things that I want to talk about tonight a little bit before we, of course, get into the money-making aspects of everything, because that's what makes the world go round. But the fact of the matter is, when I was sick as a kid, who had to take care of me? My mother had to take care of me. My father had to take care of me. They had to go out of their way to get off of work to come handle a sick kid. These are the sacrifices that they made. So I'll be doggone if you're going to have to sit around here and act like they didn't do anything. All parents try to do something for their children, I would hope. So again, this is the sacrifice that we're talking about today. So let's see who's in the house. Curtis Davis is here on a Monday Night Live. Hello, good evening, SSN family. Curtis Davis, Mr. Financial, has the icon next to his name. Thank you so much for being here on the Monday Night Live stream, because you could be anywhere on a Memorial Day weekend. Yes, people built railroads, others served for freedom. Exactly, Curtis Davis. That's what I'm talking about. Exactly. So everybody has to understand this nation was built on the backs of people that are long gone. This is part of Memorial Day weekend. So again, there's a lot of people that turn around and say Happy Memorial Day. But I say, is it? Because as far as I know, people died to protect family, friends, freedom. That's what this is about. All right. This isn't Party Central. All righty. Let's talk about it some more. 100% facts. Mr. Evans is in the house. Welcome to the Monday Night Live stream. Very happy to see you here with the icon next to his name as well. And the icon means he's a member of the channel. Good evening from Vegas. Nice to see you again, man. Hopefully your day's going great. Victor Marrero's in the house. He's got the hello all, let's do this. Thinking of those that served and continue to serve, especially those that paid the ultimate sacrifice. Exactly, Mr. Marrero. That's what I'm talking about. The ultimate sacrifice means you gave your life for something you believed in, a country you believed in, a cause that you believed in. And here we are. We're able to be on a YouTube live channel. Nobody's kicking our doors in. Nobody's trying to hurt us right now. These people, not another country's trying to hurt us. This is what I'm talking about. And Mr. Marrero has served the country himself. So thank you for that. And this is exactly a person that understands those that sacrificed before him, sacrificed before we showed up. Sacrifice even right now, today. Their lives are on the line to protect our freedoms and way of life. All right, Diesel Mike's in the house. Good evening, SSN Nation. Happy Memorial Day. Remember Tulsa 100 years ago. They sacrificed also. Exactly, Diesel Mike, with the icon next to his name as well. Thank you so much for being here. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's not only military personnel that sacrifice. We have people here in this country, indigenous people of America, that sacrificed their lives. Tulsa, 100. If you don't know the story about Tulsa, I suggest every man, woman, and child go look, because this is a situation where people are sacrificing their lives unbeknownst to them. They think they're living the American dream. They think they're out there doing the right thing. They're working. They're doing what they need to do, starting businesses, not causing anybody any problem. But somebody else has a problem, and then they decide to bomb American citizens, pillage American citizens, and act like it's all right. But this is the way of America. So those people sacrificed their lives. Some did live to talk about it, but those family members that did live, imagine what they had to go through. The torment. That's a sacrifice, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're talking about today. Right on. Good point, Diesel Mike. Good evening, King. Back for more nuggets. Robbie D's in the house. Whoa, hold on. Let me say something. DJ Robbie D from Philly's in the house. That's right. Thank you so much for being here on the Monday Night Live. And I appreciate you sending over that 11, 12 minutes of mix. So I'm going to have to get that into the next mix on Wednesday Night Live for members only. We're going to talk about it then. But it's going to be awesome. I know it's going to get red flagged, but I'm not going to really care that much because YouTube, they acting funny with SSN Nation. So again, it's 8 minutes in. Please smash that like button. We got to get the YouTube algorithm gods to smile upon us, apparently. I feel like it's Egyptian times where we have the sun god. Now we have the YouTube and Google gods. It's kind of crazy. But anyhow, yes, good evening, Robbie D. Thank you so much for being here. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, we can always talk about anything you want to talk about. Nothing is off the table. You know how we do it here in SSN Nation. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know it, you can go to the Google Play Store and get Clubhouse now. Everything is in effect. I can even open a room up there now. We can do everything, so we don't have to use the backdoor method. You can now just go to Google Play Store, and there's a lady that's an image for Clubhouse. It's like in chat or something like that, Clubhouse, black and white photo of a female. That we'll see on there. So again, we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about tonight. It's an open forum. Joseph LaCruz is in the house. Welcome to the Monday Night Live and the SSN Nation. So happy that you can be with us. Thank you so much for being here. Curtis Williams is in the house. Welcome to the Monday Night Live. Greetings, everyone, is what he's saying. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're here. Good evening, Mr. Bird and SSN fam. Wilson Koo with the icon next to his name. Thank you so much for being here on the Monday Night Live. Victor Marrero. Also, let us not forget those first responders. I always make it a point to thank them when you see them. Exactly, Victor Marrero. There are plenty of people that we need to thank and plenty of people that are sacrificing on a daily basis, not only with their lives that they've given, but there's other people who are in the harm's way every day. Same type of thing can happen any given day to these people. So again, this is the day that you should be thinking about the sacrifices from many different people, not just you yourself sacrificing. Happy Memorial Day, Wilson Koo. Thank you so much for all of that. Okay, so now that I had my little rant about Memorial Day weekend, sacrificing, something to get in your mind to think about, because it's almost like when you think about it, I think about, I'm a double-edged sword kind of guy. My dad was in the military, went to Vietnam. Anything could have happened. My uncle in the military as well. Anything could have happened. 2 uncles in the military, by the way. So anything could have happened. And the way that life could have changed if they would not have come back from any of their overseas duties, things could have changed. So these are the things that they sacrificed. And by them sacrificing, then how am I supposed to sit here and cry? How am I supposed to sit here and go, woe is me, when they actually were there putting their lives on the line for a country? And now I'm supposed to sit here in the United States and go, oh man, woe is me. Everything's bad. I can't make it. I'm depressed. I don't feel good. I'm like, wait, hold on. There's people that actually gave their life just so you can not feel good. So you can be all whatever you want to be. I'm just kind of like, man, you guys got to start thinking about it. Sometimes you got to say, you know what? You got to be thankful sometimes. You have to sometimes think that, hey, wait a minute now. No matter how I feel, some other people sacrifice way more than I would ever do. I wasn't over there building the White House in 1700s and something, you know. That wasn't happening. I mean, you got to start putting things in perspective. All right. Some people gave sacrifices beyond anything that you can imagine. So that's what we're talking about today. And like anything on a Monday Night Live, a Wednesday Night Live, or a Friday Night Live, we can talk about anything you want, ladies and gentlemen. And as you know, what is the hottest topic in 2021? It's always the stock market, crypto, real estate, credit. Those are the top 4 items that people want to talk about or find right now. So we're talking about it, and we have been talking about it for a year. So those sacrifices, those many sacrifices that people do, they pale in comparison for somebody that's given their life for us to enjoy what we have now, or the possibilities for you to enjoy. A possibility for you to improve upon yourself, your well-being, your financial well-being, your mental well-being, your health well-being, all of that. So these are the things on this day that a lot of people should pause for a few minutes at least and think about how thankful you really should be. Things could be a lot worse. All right? Okay. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Anything you want to talk about today is fine. Now, I do know crypto's been on a little roller coaster. Obviously, the stock market was closed today, but we know what's going to happen here. If you guys haven't heard the words, the banks with crypto, the banks are sitting here doing what they do best. They try to hold your money, right? Everybody knows that. You get a paycheck, usually it goes to a bank. But the fintechs are changing all that. There's other ways that you can get your checks sent to you. People have their savings in accounts, checking accounts. Banks are used to holding your money. Well, since they're used to holding your money, it's only natural that they would try to hold your crypto as well. You know, come over here with us. It's going to be safe with us. But you guys have seen this playbook before. You are giving a bank money. They used your money to make all type of investments, make themselves billions of dollars in profit, only to give you 50 cents in interest, only to give you $2 a year in interest. Now, what do you think they're going to do with crypto if you decide to give them your crypto? Let's get real. You know what's going to happen. Derivatives. You know what's going to happen. They're going to sit out there and loan, sell, do all kind of things and not give you any interest, give you any money. So the moral of this story is they're trying to jump in to steal your money the way I see it. If you can't beat them, then what do you do next? You say, hey, bring all your money here while we hold it. That's the quickest way to get the money. And most people, a lot of people probably will allow them to custody their crypto. That's a bad idea. All right? Just keep in mind, it's a bad idea. Do not do that with your crypto. And by the way, if you want free crypto, down below in the description, get your free $10 from Coinbase if you have not already. If you want free stocks, how can I forget Robinhood and Webull? There's links down below in the description. All right, today's the last day. If you already have Robinhood and Webull, please share your links with other people, friends, family, whoever, because you can get 10 free shares of stock if you share your link. Well, up to 10. So, but it expires today. And the links are down below. Like I said, if you haven't downloaded Robinhood and Webull, we deal in the free stuff, the low-hanging fruit first, because then we have to make money. And once you start making money, then you can invest some of that hard-earned money. And of course, we like assets, money that works for us while we're sleeping, money that works for us while we're on vacation, money that works for us while we're working at another job potentially. All right, let's go. Let's see what happens to the market this week. It is still on fire. Exactly. That's exactly what's going to happen. The stock market, ladies and gentlemen, I've been saying this now for a year, over a year. The top 10 percenters don't lose. If you know the top 10% of the wealthiest own 92% of the stock market, what do you really think is going to happen in the stock market over the long term? All these manipulations that they do, that is built in. So stocks are going to go up and down based on their manipulations. But it's the rest of us that have to say, you know what, we want in. So you have to take a risk and say, yeah, when it goes down, I'm going to buy some. I'm not going to be scared. You're going to enjoy the ride along with them, just like last year. There's some people right here, right now, that have doubled their money, whether it was crypto or whether it was stocks. There's people right here, right now that earn 30, 50, 60, 70% year over year on their stock investments or crypto investments. This is not rocket science, ladies and gentlemen. You just have to be in the game. All right? Everybody knows that here at Stop Struggling Now. Moses Tillman's in the house. Let's get it. Thank you so much for being here on a Monday Night Live. And I appreciate it. All right. AMC, Roblox, Space. Exactly. Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't heard, AMC, there's been so much talk about a short squeeze. I don't know about a short squeeze, but all I do know is on Friday night when I looked up AMC stock, it was $26, $27 a share. And I do know last year when it was around March, April, May, June, I do know the share was like $5 or less. So anybody who bought last year, we are winning big time, 500% on our money. All right. So the other day, I have to start looking around YouTube, right? Lana B's in the house. Welcome to the Monday Night Live stream. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I have to admit, sometimes I kind of get a little offended, but you really know I don't really get offended in reality, but just in my mind, I get offended sometimes. So I was running around on the internet and I saw another person talking about nobody else is giving home runs. Some of you might know who I'm talking about because he's very, very popular. He's like spouting off saying nobody gives home runs. And I'm sitting there like, wait a minute. We actually have on the SSN Nation channel, I don't know about the other guys, but you can go back to March of last year. And I believe, I don't know what you call 30, 40, 50 shares of stock, different shares of stock that we talked about. I don't know if 300% is a home run, 500% is a home run, 1,000% is a home run. But we literally have over 50 stocks that we talked about just in March and April and June of last year that are bona fide home runs. All right? I mean, we can start. I'll even start with a short list. I can't remember everything because remember, I invested in over 200 shares of stock. But I'm just saying, all the EV stocks were $5 or less. All of them. So when we're talking about like Fuel Cell, when we're talking about like ChargePoint, when we're talking about NEO, when we're talking about a bunch of stocks, Blink, all this stuff was under $5. All this stuff. And right now it's 600-700% on your money. Easy. Some are even more than that. 1,000%. So, I mean, we gave so many home runs. It's ridiculous. Mr. Financial was sitting here telling everybody, hey, get your Okta, get your Twilio, get your Disney, this is crazy. We literally gave like 50 stocks that people easily have doubled their money up to 1,000% on their money. Easily, year over year. So I'm talking mess a little because I'm like, hey, I'm not going to hear somebody talking about we did the most home runs. No. I don't know about none of that, but we have track records. Every Friday night, you can see last year. You can go back, ladies and gentlemen, home runs. We do home runs here. That's it. Facts. We've been doing this for over 2 years. Exactly. 2 years ago, NEO came out on the IPO, and it was $6.50. NEO went up to $6.50. In case you guys weren't here 2 years ago, NEO went up to $6.50. On the day that it came out in the IPO, it went up to $14. Doubled our money. I made a video the next day and I said, hey guys, it's $14. You doubled your money. Shouldn't you sell some of it and keep some of it as profit? That's what should have been happening because at that time, EVs wasn't like a major type of an event going on. NEO was an outlier. So we doubled our money 2 years ago. Thank you for mentioning that, Mr. Financial, because I did forget about that. That was 2 years ago, almost right about now. So again, we were starting way back then. And not only that, not only home runs in that, we were talking about crypto 2 years ago. That's right. Crypto, when Ether was only $150, Litecoin, $100, Bitcoin, 3,000. I mean, I don't know what all this home run stuff is about. All I know is we were on top of all that before anybody else was talking about this. So all these people talking about, yeah, check this out. We were doing this, we're doing that. I kind of like took a little offense. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, okay, you guys get all the views, you get all that, but we've been kicking this knowledge for 2 years. Now that you mention it. So this ain't like Johnny come lately. SSN Nation has been in the house, been able to profit from all our stuff. We can't win them all. You guys know that, right? We can't be right on everything. Nobody can. But I will say this. We have been right on a lot of things. And especially last March when things went down and we were saying, you might want to get that teledoc. You might want to there's a bunch of stuff. I can't remember off the top of my head, but there's a bunch. It wasn't no 5 to 10 to 15 to 20 stocks. It was a bunch. And especially all the EV plays, especially the space plays. People thought I was crazy. We were talking about even gold, silver, and precious metals 2 years ago. And again, Silver Stacker Challenge was almost 2 years ago. And that's, again, a reminder. Silver was only, 10 ounces was $13.50. $135 was what it cost for 10 ounces of silver. Silver right now is $27, $28. It doubled. So again, SSN Nation has doubled their money. Another winner, except it's in a different genre. We aren't talking about stocks. We ain't just talking about crypto. We're talking about precious metals as well. So again, the full range of spectrum, Stop Struggling Now Nation has been on top of it the whole time. This isn't Johnny come lately. But yet, the YouTube algorithm gods, they don't smile. They say, no, we don't want SSN Nation to come out and let people know. You know why that is. Because we giving them, like Mr. Evans is saying right here, 100% facts. Exactly. Yes, many home runs. Exactly. Man, I wish I knew about you 2 years ago. These are my, that's what we're saying, man. You know, I wasn't here 2 years ago, but I guarantee you I'll be here 2 years from now. Moses Tillman, thank you so much for that, man. I appreciate it. Moses Tillman, facts. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. So anyhow, I just took a minor offense to this because you guys got to understand. When I initially started, I got to tell you guys something. When I initially started Stop Struggling Now, the whole point about Stop Struggling Now was to help people. It wasn't about how many subscribers I have, how much monetization I have from AdSense, because I had none. Because you need 1,000 subscribers and you need 4,000 watch hours to be monetized. So it wasn't about that. It was about genuine information to help people. And so that's what we're still doing to this day. But that's why I kind of raised my eyebrow when somebody was like, hey, we got all these home runs. I dare anybody to have more home runs than me. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I'll take that challenge because, again, we don't just talk about stocks. We're talking about crypto. We're talking about gold, silver, precious metals, and nobody has a track record over all the genres. And we talk about real estate. So we've been telling people invest in real estate the previous 2 years. So people who took heed in getting their real estate going 2 years ago, they're loving life because real estate went up, albeit accidentally. But the fact of the matter is, anybody who bought a home 2 years ago, they have now profited or have raised their asset value on the house. And now you have options where you could sit there and say, you know what, I'm going to refinance my loan, take a little bit of cash out and go buy yourself a multifamily property. So again, I don't know what home runs really kind of mean, but all I know is we got home runs going on. And now we're into the next phase of the real estate game, the pre-construction where everybody can get in. Nobody's left behind. Does that sound familiar on Memorial Day? Nobody left behind is what we're trying to do. Rising tide lifts all boats. That's what we're trying to do here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's go. What's the difference between Ethereum Classic and just Ethereum? I noticed that trading activity for ETH is trending on the buy side while ETC is on selling side. It's just another fork of Ethereum. That's all it is. And of course, it's almost 10%. It's not even 10%, 1% the value of ETH. So it's just another fork, just like Bitcoin Cash and BSV, where one says, well, our protocols are a little bit different. So that's all it is. And I buy ETC as well. Although ETC went up to over $100, now it's back down to around $70, $60, $65, $70 per coin. But remember, members of the channel like Victor Marrero, who has the icon next to his name, you can always go back under the community tab and you will see when I bought ETC and was telling people to buy ETC, it was only $8, $7, $3. So again, I don't know about all these home runs people are talking about, but we were calling it from the rafters. Get your ETC when it was $3.50. Get your ETC when it was $8. Get your ETC when it was $11. And here it is, $60, $70. This is how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, let's go look that up. I'm curious what ETC is right now. I'm going to go, I don't have anything up ready for that. So hold on a second. Let's go see what the ETC coin price is. I'm going to pull this up in a second for you guys. Let's go look at this. I'm real curious because you guys know I do like long-term investing, so I don't really pay attention. I'm just figuring ETH, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all this stuff, ETC, is all going to rise. So here it is, $70. So you guys can see it there. So again, when it was $3, and this is only a short time ago, we're talking about less than a year ago, it was like $3 for ETC. Then it was like $8. That's the next level that I can remember. And I was telling people, yeah, I'm buying now. I'm buying now. And then, of course, here it is, $8 to $70. Even if you take that number, what is that, 9, 8, 8.5? So that's 850% on your money in less than a year. So that's the kind of things that we're talking about here. Another home run, as they call them. We're just talking about making things happen. Eric, I missed out a lot of money in the past 2 years. Moses Tillman, hey, man, don't worry about it. We still working. Don't worry. It's not over. You know how this works. There's always a way to make money. Let's just face facts. You really don't lose out. It's just that once you become conscious of the fact that you can do it, then you start doing it. That's all there is. There's always a way to win. That's the part of the top 10 percenters that people don't realize. That's why you have to diversify what you're investing in. Because even if one doesn't win, or 3 or 5 or 10 things don't win, then there's another way that you can win. Just like right now, I keep telling you guys, the main thing, real estate investing right now, if you can get in with pre-construction, because a lot of people are saying, let's face facts. I believe it was Mr. Evans that bought a new home. But let's face facts. If he tried to go out here and buy another house, it may be hard pressed, because they're going to go, okay, we want 20% down because it's your vacation home or second home. And then they're going to say, give them higher interest rates as well. So is that an option? Yes, it is. But it, like I said, there's several of us here who are investing in Punta Cana right now because we don't have to put down 20%. We can put down 10%. And then we can make monthly payments, and it's off book. What I mean by off book is it's not on our credit report. So therefore, we can still buy property that's not on our credit report, and we can still go and buy some other property according to the normal rules about when somebody checks your credit. So that gives you flexibility. And that flexibility means you can gather up more assets. It's simple. Assets pay us. And the more streams of income you have, the better. So that's what we're trying to do here in 2021 is get many different assets. And that's why just yesterday I found out that the icon with the lady for Clubhouse is live. And I didn't realize it was live. I was still using the other one, the backdoor method. And I was like, today it opened up a whole new world. So now I can have the Stop Struggling Now or SSN Nation room. I can have talk on Clubhouse. I can do everything that the Apple guys can do now. It's in full effect. So I was going to try and do it tonight and be on the Clubhouse app and be on here, but I don't know how that's going to work because I need my phone, even though I can talk. But on there, you can have people talk visually or just talk. You can hear their voice. But I should mention something I'm going to do on Wednesday. All right. So Wednesday, I'm going to do something different. I had call in before. One of the only members that ever was on with me was Mr. Financial. That's Curtis Davis. So on Wednesday, I'm actually going to have a link in the chat room, or maybe I won't do a link in the chat room because that'll open it to everybody. On Wednesday, under the community tab on YouTube, I'm going to put a link for members only. And now I won't do a visual. I'll do where you can talk. So when you talk, it just gives like a little pulsating icon. When your voice is spoken, then it pulsates a little bit. So if anybody wants to talk live on Wednesday, it'll be members only. Will be able to do that because they're the only ones that can go under the community tab for members only. If you want to call in on Wednesday, or it's kind of link on your phone or link on your computer, so I don't want to make it like you're calling on the phone. But you can link. You want to talk live, we're going to do that on Wednesday. We're going to start upping the levels. because the YouTube algorithms don't like us, but I'm about to be like, I don't really care. We're still going to make things happen. All right. So be watching out for that, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I ask about the difference because I'm investing the same amount in each ETH and ETC every week. Was just wondering if I just consolidate. No, I'm doing both myself. I mean, you could consolidate. It's all up to you. But to me, they act a little different. But quite frankly, in the last like 3 to 4 months, ETC percentage-wise increased more than ETH, more than ETH. So that's why I invest in both, because I actually believe personally that ETC is undervalued, because it should go along the same lines as Bitcoin Cash. That's the way I look at it. Whether it's true or not, that's just my own way that I look at it. So if Bitcoin Cash is over like 1,800, 2,000, then I think ETC should also be like at least 200. Wouldn't that be reasonable? I would think 150, eventually 120. So I have no problem with investing in ETC and ETH. I do the same thing. I invest in both. VMEO recently became available. Did anyone buy? No, did not buy. And quite frankly, I am not up on VMEO. I didn't even know that was a. Okay, so it's a coin. I'm not familiar with VMO. Is that a? Oh, here it is. Drops 13% on first day. Let's go. Vimy. I don't know. Here we go. Let's go check this out. I'm not familiar with this, quite frankly. Let me know the stocks. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Oh, that is the stock symbol. Do I have it on the screen? Let's go look. 4276. Is that the Vimeo, the video company? Stock sinks first day of trading. All right. Well, it happens. Normally happens 42 to 78 hours. IAC completes Vimeo spinoff. Expect growing speculation on what it may sell next. All right. No, I'm not into this play at all. I'm not in this one at all. 42.76, and it looks like it started at 30 in the 30s. So 10 to 15% up. That's cool. But no, I haven't done anything with that myself. So. All right. Let's see. All right. I think I'm investing in both ETH and ETC. Curtis Davis. Yep, exactly. I think everybody. How do you feel about VeChain? Already in, Key Militant. VeChain was around 6 cents, 3 cents, something like that before. I'm in. I bought some again at 10 cents. So VeChain, I have no problem with VeChain. I believe you should get a little bit of VeChain. And the altcoins, to me, is just like another type of investment. Nobody knows which chains are going to actually grow to be the fastest. But VeChain, I have no problem with VeChain. All right. Yes. Vimeo, the video streaming service. Yeah. I don't know how I haven't really looked at Vimeo personally, so I really can't comment. All I know is if they have streaming or they have studios like Amazon just bought MGM, if they have what Netflix is doing, things of that nature. Otherwise, they're going to be left in the dust, in my opinion, because YouTube and Google is handling a large space. Now you have podcasts. So, it may work. I just don't know what their business model is. Real estate opportunities are coming. Just have to be ready to pull the trigger. I failed to do that on a few properties in 2008, and today I'm paying that price. Victor Marrero, exactly. We can't win them all, man. But we're going to try and win from this day forward, right? So, again, that was wise words to use. Pull the trigger, because that is what's going to happen. You guys, a lot of people are running around buying real estate because of the low interest rates and because of the there's a supply and demand problem. All right. So little supply means people are willing to pay more for homes. But sooner or later, when they pull the rug out from under the people that are in forbearance or people who haven't paid their mortgages for months, they're going to pull the rug out one of these days. And when they do, it won't be just 1,000 homes on the market. There's going to be millions. So this is one of the things that they're trying to stave off, because this would melt down an economy if all of a sudden you have millions of homes on the market, home prices plummet, and now you can't refi. Some people who have HELOCs or refied are now going to be underwater. The value, meaning the value of your house is below what you owe in a mortgage. And that's going to cause havoc. And people are going to be bailing, and people can't afford to live in their homes anymore. That just means a whole bunch of homes will be available. And that's what I myself, Victor Marrero, probably believes as well. And that's when opportunity is going to knock, and it's 2008 all over again. What goes around comes around. Joseph LaCruz just came back from Punta Cana, and we visited Vista Cana. Joseph LaCruz, let me know what you thought, because they've been building over there. At least they have structures, or they started laying some bricks, some rebar in certain sections. They actually put the walls in, the paper walls, or so to speak, to section off and let you know who the builder is going to be in a certain area of the property. Let me know what you thought about Vista Cana. Moms Davis with the icon next to her name is here tonight on a Monday Night Live. Curtis and the SSN Nation for life. Thank you so much, Mom Davis. I appreciate it. That's how we got to do it. SSN Nation for life. And by the way, you can get these at the StopStrugglingNow.com website. You can get gear there. All right. Did you invest in Stellar XLM? Yes, I did. XLM, when it was like, again, it was under 10 cents at one point, 2-3 cents or something of that nature. Yes, I have some XLM. That's Stellar, ladies and gentlemen. All right. In fact, let's go see what happened with Stellar. What's Stellar doing these days? It's a lot cheaper. Let's see, price. I don't want prediction. Coins. Let's go see what Stellar's doing. Since he brought it up, let's go see if we can find this out. Oh, okay. What's happening here, ladies and gentlemen? I got a problem. Looks like we have a little problem. All right. Well, I'll sit there and wait for that for a second. But internet's running a bit slow today. Everybody's home, I guess. So that's what we're dealing with here. All right. So we're going to come back to that in a second. Joseph, good for you. Give us an update. Exactly, Victor Morrell. I'm waiting for it too. If there's any updates to be had. Unless my friend bought Dogecoin at 7, sold at 40. She didn't know she was winning. Hey, 5.5 times on your money. That's always a winner. 500% on your money. I don't care. That's a winner. Again, that's a winner. 0.0. Oh, wait, that's more than 5.5. That's, oh, yeah, okay. She did 0.4. All right. Yeah, 5.5. You got to love it. Just curious, did you visit any other project? Which one? What do you think about it? Exactly. Let us know. Everybody wants to know. Another person, we just got back yesterday and we purchased a place in Vista Cana, a 2-bedroom penthouse for $124. Whoa, Joseph LaCruz, welcome to the, dare I say it, Panorama Gardens? What's happening? Tell us, Joseph De La Cruz, are you in the Panorama Gardens? Because that would be 120. Wait, it was 123, 124. Okay. Or did you purchase another unit? Because I know I have a 2-bedroom penthouse for that same price. That is awesome. All right. Welcome to the family, Joseph LaCruz. All right, here we are. XLM. Yeah, 40 cents. Market rank, number 16. Market dominance, minuscule. But it's all right. Trading volume, millions. All right. So, yeah, there you go. That is XLM. So, once again, Joseph LaCruz, which project did you purchase? Let us know. because that price point could be a couple of locations. That could also be on the golf course. That could be at, well, no, it can't. It could be on the golf course, or it could be at Villa Martini. That could be at a bunch of places for 124 at Vista Cana. That could actually be at the Villa as well. So let us know. All right, Moses Tillman, XLM. Yes, that's right. That's stellar. Yep. It's not a mortgage. They're going to be sending us the contracts on Tuesday, but I was wondering about an attorney. Do you have an attorney that you recommend for us to use? Joseph LaCruz. Yes, I do. Ask Johan. It's Johan Confidante. You can actually see some of the videos right here on the channel when he does a live stream with us. And yes, send me an email at eric@stopstrugglingnow.com. Send me an email to eric@stopstrugglingnow.com, and I'll send you over Johan's his WhatsApp. That's how you get in touch with him, okay? And let me know if you're actually at Panorama Gardens, because he has my contract at Panorama Gardens along with a bunch of other people's. So he's familiar with the project over there. And he doesn't just work with me. He works with, I don't know, hundreds of other people. But the thing is, he's familiar with the contracts. And he's working with the people, all the developers in Punta Cana. And yes, the contract does need to be changed. They have little poison pills. So that's one of the things. So make sure. My contract, I just did a video on what's wrong with my Panorama Garden contract. And one of the things, it's still, when they sent it over, I said, hey, man, I want my 5 meters on my balcony. Because you have to remember, the contract has to be specific. If something is left out, you don't want anything to be left out. You want to make sure it's in there. All right. Okay. Congrats at Joseph on Vista Cana. That's right. Our prices for land in the Dominican Republic firm, or you can negotiate. Key Militant. Keep this in mind. Real estate. You can negotiate 100% of the time. At least try. And in the DR, yes, it's all negotiable. You got to always negotiate when it comes to real estate. You have to push the envelope. You have to know what the buyers or the seller is willing to accept. Just because I list a price doesn't mean that's the actual price. The price is dictated on what who buys it. So that's what I tell everybody in real estate, right? A person will say, well, my house is worth X amount of dollars. And I said, wrong. Your house is only worth what somebody's willing to pay for it. So you can believe your house is worth $500,000 or $1 million. But if nobody's willing to pay it, then somebody walks in and says, we'll give you 300, then that means it's only worth 300. You can put whatever price you want, but the market dictates how much it's really worth. So yes, you always negotiate. You never go with whatever a sale price is. Panorama Lakes, there was only 2 left. Oh, okay. So you got Joseph LaCruz. You actually got a Panorama Lakes, a 2-bedroom for 124. Yeah, there must have only been 1 left. Some people must have backed out because all they had left before was a 1-bedroom. I think they had like 2 1-bedrooms. They did have a 2-bedroom, but it was back by the parking lot. So let me know if it's Panorama Lakes, Panorama Garden, Panorama Park. Let me know which one. But if you're lucky enough to get it to Panorama Lakes, that is awesome, man. Because if anybody doesn't know about the Punta Cana, you can go to Panorama Punta Cana. No, that's only the garden and park. I'm trying to think where you can find the lakes. But anyhow, the Panorama Lakes section literally has a lake in front of the apartment complex. A little lake, not big, but it's still a lake. It's a nice size. So Joseph LaCruz has been there, so he actually knows the size of that lake in front of Panorama Lakes, if that's the one that he got. And he's very lucky to get that. And it's an apartment. And if he got a penthouse there, that's sweet. I just found out today, everybody that's interested in Vista Cana, I didn't even know this, but the people just told me today that Panorama Lakes, Panorama Garden, and Panorama Parks they're connected. And so I was like, well, I thought that everybody could walk to any of the properties and get in. They're trying to tell me that it's actually sectioned off. So this should be very, very interesting. And they also said, I'll repeat again, that if you own in any of those Panorama properties, you can actually go between those properties. And I'm still not clear on, if somebody's walking down the street, how they can't just come into the other properties. But maybe they're going to have gates or walls up. I don't know. It's going to be very interesting. But that is pretty cool that those 3 sections are actually going to be open to all owners. So that means we can go to the Panorama Lake, and Joseph LaCruz can actually come over to Panorama Gardens and go to the Zen place. That also means that he can come to the pool area, the huge pool that we're going to have at the Gardens and Park section, and doesn't have to be at his pool, which is that smaller pool with the nice design, if he wanted to. And apparently there's going to be a soccer field inside of Panorama Park and Gardens area. I don't know, but all kind of stuff is going on. So it's awesome. Panorama Lake, 2 left. La Cruz, congratulations. Sit back and enjoy the price appreciation. Exactly. Where are the best places to invest in Dominican Republic? Key Militant. I don't know if there's a best place. What I mean by that is I think any place right now. Whether it's Santo Domingo, whether it's Sosua, Puerto Plata, whether it's Punta Cana area. I think there's a whirlwind situation happening right now. And if Victor Marrero is staying up on I still got to get that. Marrero, please send me, if you know the link to that DR newspaper that you keep, I don't know if you get it online or if it comes in the mail, send us a link to that DR newspaper that you read all the time. Key Militant, last week, it was reported by Mr. Marrero that the bookings for next year in the DR is above records. The record is 6.5 million tourists in 2018. 2017 is the record. That's the most tourists any Caribbean nation gets. And they're saying they're ahead of that record for bookings, which means I think they said 15 to 20%. That could mean 8 million tourists coming to Dominican Republic in 2022, for instance. That means there's going to be a supply and demand issue, meaning there's going to be limited supply and a whole bunch of demand. So again, that's why I think any area where tourists are going to be, I think it's a win. And in this case, Punta Cana is being built for tourists. They also have the cruise line port in Punta Cana as well. It's being specifically built for tourists. So that's why I tend to be partial towards that area. They're building the freeways for that area. They're building the downtown for that. They're building the infrastructure unlike any other on the island. So that's why I think that's the best move. Key Militant, if you're thinking about land in DR, I recommend the North Coast, as prices there are more reasonable. Anything in Punta Cana area, East Coast, will be too expensive. Victor Morel, good points. Very good points. I agree with you on that. I do know over in Sosua, Puerto Plata, North Coast that he's talking about, people are giving away lots for like $5,000. I mean, it's not like out by the beach or anything, but I'm just saying. It's doable. Thank you, at Victor Marrero. Yes, it is Panorama Lake. Man, that is awesome. You know what? Hold on. I dropped my phone. Hold on a second. Let me go look at something. Let me go. I'm going to try and pull this up every now and then. I actually have, because I originally, this is how this all happened, how I came into Panorama Gardens, was because I too wanted Panorama Lake. And that is awesome because 3 months ago, they did not have, well, they did have a 2-bedroom, but it wasn't 124. They wanted more than that. It was crazy. Here we go. I'm going to go. I actually have the listing. I'm looking up right now. I actually have the listings for when it was Panorama Gardens. Let me see if I can find the Panorama Lakes. Panorama Lakes. All they had left was 3-bedroom, 3-bath, which are or were 123, 144, 136. That's all they had at the time. 87 square feet, 87 square meters. No, hold on. 94 square meters, 111 square meters, 105 square meters. Oh, yeah, the penthouse. The penthouse, a 3-bedroom penthouse was, with a terrace, was 144. So a 2-bedroom at 122 is a great deal. Welcome to the party. Great job, Joseph LaCruz. That's the right price, too. CanaRock will be like that. You can share the pools and restaurants at all the projects. Each restaurant will have its unique theme. Yeah, I figured that because you guys are all inside the gates. So I figured the whole compound would probably be shared, although I don't know if, but they have CanaRock Universe, CanaRock Condos, CanaRock Galaxy, CanaRock. I can't remember all the names they have on site at the Hard Rock, but I figured the way the Hard Rock's built, once you get in the gates, you can go to the golf courses. You should be able to go to the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino itself. They have their own beach club, I guess, as well for CanaRock properties besides the normal beach. So that's pretty cool. It was explained to us on Friday that we would have access to everything, including all the amenities. Yeah. I don't know what all the amenities are, but I do know this. Everybody has access to the beach, well, to each of the lakes. I'm meaning not the Panorama Lake, but I mean the fishing lake, which is the freshwater lake, the saltwater lake. Everybody can fish. Everybody can go commercial island that has the restaurants and stores and shops on it. Everybody can go to the softball, basketball, soccer field. Everybody can do the bicycle trail. Everybody will have access to the golf course. Everybody will have access to, what else is there? I think that's almost it. The bicycling. The only thing I don't know about is nobody really mentions is that co-working space. I want to know where the co-working spaces are. For us YouTubers, for us people that monetize ourselves, for everybody that wants to work and do what they want to do in a tropical environment, I want to know where the co-working spots are because they have that down, but I don't know where that is yet. Yes, the soccer field is being built. Yeah, right on. I need that newspaper for sure. Tell me about it. We all need it. UMC is a good semiconductor stock. Okay, you know we like semiconductors. We like semiconductors. You know that. I'm not familiar with UMC myself. It's in Taiwan, which is good. Oh, wow. As Taiwan's first semiconductor company, 1980, is a spinoff of government-sponsored. That's very interesting. So it's only... Okay, let me go look at something. Because there's a supply and demand issue. Wow, we didn't hit that one. Last year, that would have been nice. But we didn't get that one. But this is a good one as well. I'll give you some others in case anybody's interested in semiconductors. Here's Tower Semiconductor, TSEM. All right. Then this is a Gino Shimiente one, TSM, which is the Taiwan Semiconductor, multinational semiconductor contract manufacturing design company. So, and let's just go with the standbys that we have. NVIDIA, once again, oh my, it's up to 6. I haven't even been paying no attention to it. Look at this. Last year was 350. This was a Curtis Davis special. So again, is this a home run? Because last year it was actually under 350 in March, April, and May. It was like around 200. Curtis Davis was yelling to the rafters, get this NVIDIA. All right. But yeah, that's the one. Again, that's another one. And then we have, I can't remember all the semiconductor companies. There's one in the United States as well. In fact, I'll do this because I can't remember the name of it. United States I can't remember because Wilson Koo gave us one before in the U.S. I can't remember the name of it though, but I'm not investing in that one. Oh well, I can't pull it up real quick, but it's all right. Others will chime in, but UMC is good. I like any semiconductor, just like health companies, right? Melanie Bonita, Miss 23 Streams of Income is in the house. Welcome to the Monday Night Live with the icon next to your name. Great evening, SSN family. Thank you so much. And everybody knows Miss Melanie Bonita. She has the books on Amazon. You can go there. She's also at Clubhouse as well. And by the way, Melanie Bonita, no longer am I a stepchild on Clubhouse. Full access for Android. Now, we got to get to those 1,000 followers so we can monetize, so I can get another stream of income myself. We're going to make it happen. And everybody else here at SSN Nation, I suggest you get that app. Mr. Hensley, welcome to the Monday Night Live stream. Thank you so much for being here. What's the best app to use to buy stock in crypto? I don't know if there's a best app, but what you may feel comfortable with. Let's start with the basics. Down below in the description, get your free $10 from Coinbase. That's how you can buy some crypto. That's the first thing. Down below in the description also is Robinhood app for stocks and Webull app for stocks. Robinhood is the simplest one, in my opinion, to use. Webull, once you get the hang of it, that's pretty simple to use as well. That's why they're very popular. So those are the first three things that you need to do. And it's that simple. As far as other altcoins, like you may have heard of these altcoins like Shiba, SafeMoon, and others, then you should download Bitmart. That's an app as well. All right. So hopefully that helps you out, Mr. Hensley. Those are the easiest and simplest ones off the bat. And once you get familiar, you can always expand from there. But those are the easiest things to do. If you're in the United States, then it's Coinbase. So again, that's where you get your free $10. The link is down below in the description. All right. NVIDIA. Yes, exactly. Curtis Davis. Oh, yeah. AMD. How can I forget? And how can I forget HIMX? That's the one I was looking for. HIMX. That's the one. Yep. That one I don't believe I have invested in. And we're going to have to change that. That's in Taiwan as well. Year over year. Yeah, last year, $4. There we go. So you guys get your pen, pad, and papers ready. And by the way, how can I forget? We're an hour in. Please smash the like button. And that way we get the YouTube algorithm in play. Thank you so much. But again, get your pen, pads, and papers ready because these are gems right here. And it's still not too late. Even though they have risen up 200, 300%, it's not over, especially for semiconductors. It's a supply and demand issue, limited supply. All right. That's why car companies have to shut down. That's why some computer companies had to scale back from production because they don't have enough chips. So this is one of those things. Awesome. Congratulations. Yep. Thank you. I smashed the like button. Thank you so much for that. All right. So now Joseph LaCruz is in the house. He's a new member of the Punta Cana pre-construction condos properties for all those who just joined us. He also now is a member of the Panorama family. So he owns at Panorama Lakes. I own at Panorama Gardens. Julio and Rene owns at Panorama Park. And I'm missing a few other peoples that also own at Panorama Gardens and Panorama Park. And I'm surprised that 2-bedroom came up. That means somebody didn't complete their 10% or didn't like the contract, one or the other. But nonetheless, that 2-bedroom was not available 2 months ago because I just did the list. All that was left was 3-bedroom. And I do know there was 2-bedrooms left. I mean, 1-bedrooms. I'm going to look through my other list on it too. That's funny. Because I actually wanted a unit up there. Yeah, that was it. In fact, the one bedrooms got taken because those were only 67,000. Well, they raised it up. I think it was 69 or something like that. But they were like 69, 67, 74,000 were the one bedrooms. So those were all gone as soon as they became available. And come to find out, the developer were holding these back. And so all there was, so the 2-bedroom, you're lucky for that 2-bedroom penthouse. That's sweet. So let us know what the size is. Give us some info on that one, because I don't know what since a 2-bedroom's not available, I don't know what the square meters are on that unit. But that's pretty sweet. And again, hopefully we answered your question, Mr. Hensley. Thank you for being here. Thoughts on Roblox New Core X? Bye. That's all I think. Bye. In fact, do me a favor. It's like, do me a favor, Curtis Davis. Please remind me tomorrow to buy Nucor. I have never bought Nucor. Although I have X, although I have Roblox, I don't have Nucor. NUE for everybody that wants to know the stock symbol. N is in the Nancy, UE. That's the stock symbol. Curtis Davis, I smashed the like button. Thank you so much. What's the difference between Panorama Lakes and Panorama Gardens? Okay, Panorama Lakes is an apartment complex, except they actually have a lake in front of the apartments, literally a lake. So when they did the groundbreaking ceremony for Panorama Lakes, it was actually at their lake. So it's nice. And I don't know what the rules are. I don't know if you can swim in it or how deep it is or anything like that. But that's the difference. They actually have a lake that fans out. And then they also have like, I don't know if it's a restaurant or if it's just seating area around the pool. So they have a pool in front of it. It's pretty sweet, actually. It's real sweet. Here, I'll put it up on screen. Panorama Lakes. I don't know if I can find something on it, but let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up some video. So Joseph LaCruz will be able to answer the question. Oh, here we go. Here it is. This is pretty sweet. Let me pull this up. This is it here. This is where they had the groundbreaking ceremony, and you can see this is where the tent is. So all this showed to me was that, you know what this means. Party Central, concerts, all that. Here we go. Here's Panorama Lake. And this is what I was talking about. I don't know what that exactly is, but I don't know if that's a restaurant here, because there's a pool here as well. So that is pretty sweet. And that's why I was interested. That's how this all started for me, because I wanted a spot at Panorama Lake because it just came out where a 1-bedroom was $67,000. I was like, what? Then a 2-bedroom was like 99 or something, or 109. It was something inexpensive at the time. So that's why I was like on board fast, but I couldn't get it. It was crazy. So that's literally Panorama Lake. Let me see. Nobody really shows. I don't know if they have their own. I don't know if they have their own website or not. Maybe La Cruz might know if they have their own website. Yeah, that's. Oh, this might be their website here. Nope, just Vistacana. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe they have their own website somewhere, but I don't know where it is. So, but here, we'll go here too. Oh, check this out. Check this out. Here it is. Yeah, see, they were $67,000 for the 1-bedrooms at one time. And now we can scroll through. So this is what I initially was looking. This was one of my number one properties at the time. But like I said, when I went there was nothing available. So yeah, see, that's like a pool area, and it looks like a restaurant or something. I don't really know, but see, that's real nice, right? And then they still have that lake out front. So the renderings is pretty sweet. So very nice. Can't go wrong here. And the fact they had 3 bedrooms is unfathomable. That's pretty sweet. There you go. There's money shots all over here. So I guess that looks like a restaurant, pool area. That's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. All right. So there's where you get your pre-construction condos, ladies and gentlemen. Real estate investing 101. No credit check, no qualifying, no nothing. You can get in with 10% down. Oh, well, let me start it off. $1,000 down. And then you have to put the remaining 10, you got to put 10% down 30 to 60 days later. All right. So they make it very easy. No qualifying, no nothing. Then you pay monthly while they're building the project. Usually Panorama Lakes, in the Panorama area, they probably got 20 months left, 18 months left, something like that, before delivery of the units. So that's how we do it. If you live in New York, Webull doesn't let you buy crypto for some reason. Yeah, New York's like that. That's just the way it is, man. But you can buy on Robinhood, or don't even buy on them at all. Just buy on Coinbase or Bitmart. All right, Melanie, Miss Motivation, 90-day sprint to 10 streams of income. Oh, she's got a little promotion running. She's going to try and do the 10 streams of income in 90 days. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is doable. You can monetize yourself these days. TikTok, YouTube, Clubhouse, and you can do the Amazon. You can do the liquidations. And what I mean by liquidations is products that come from Walmart, Amazon, other electronic stores, Target, you can actually buy at liquidation.com. How's that? All right. Podcast. There's several ways you can monetize yourself now. So 10 streams in 90 days, that would be, most people don't even have 1 stream, let alone 10. Joseph LaCruz, I smashed the like button. Thank you so much. Our real estate agent told us that these 2 units just popped up. So you are correct. Yeah, I know, because I would not probably own at the Gardens if there was a 2-bedroom at the Lakes. And even after I bought at the Gardens, I still asked about the $67,000 to $77,000 1-bedrooms. And then they sent me over, hey, these just got turned over from the developer. But my problem was I was spoiled at that point because the 1-bedrooms were out by the out by the parking lot, and I'm trying to do like everybody else. How close is it to that lake up front? I want one in those buildings up front. And they're like, I'm sorry, you got to get a 3-bedroom. I was like, oh, that's no, I don't want a 3-bedroom. So yeah, somebody didn't complete their 10%. Is the way I look at it, or they just released it. But yeah, Joseph LaCruz, you definitely need a lawyer. And like I said, Johan Confidante is the go-to lawyer in Punta Cana area. He's familiar with Panorama. He has several people's contracts there from all of the different projects. So he's very familiar, and he already knows what they will and won't do. So that's a bonus for you. And just make sure that, let me know what's the size of your unit. Let me know, because I didn't even know really that they even had penthouses there. Yes, sir, Curtis Davis. I don't play. Oh no, don't tell me she's not. Wait, does that mean she's going to go from 23 to 33? Holy smokes, ladies and gentlemen. Victor M. ETC is original before the 2016 split and have limited use. ETH is newer and more used. Yeah, ETH has more. It's more people are putting on dApps and putting on other coins or other ways, tokens for people to ride on the Ethereum network, which is the ETH. That is true. Panorama Lakes is beautiful. That's right. Melanie Bonita, I'll say it again. Panorama Lakes is beautiful inside Vista Cana. Victor M, both are still on the same blockchain, right? Exactly. SoFi goes public tomorrow. IPOE, new ticker, SoFi. No, IPOE. I think. Let's go double check on this. I think IPOE already exists. Or are you saying they're adding it to IPOE? Because, yeah, see, IPOE already exists. Oh my, it's at $20, ladies and gentlemen. All right, you guys know, members of the channel, you know, when I invested in IPOE, it was $12. 12 to 14, because I actually did twice. This is good news. So if it's IPOE, I love it. I love it. There it is. SoFi completes coming up. IPOE is a SPAC. So they added SoFi too? Oh, yeah. Well, this is beautiful. I like that news. But I wanted to give you some other news, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Men and women. I left something out regarding Panorama Lakes. I want to show you something because I did not know this. I saw this little blurb down here. This blurb, I didn't realize. Look at this. This is the president, Abinader, of Dominican Republic, heads groundbreaking for, I didn't realize, 100 million Panorama Lake. That includes the Panorama Lake, Panorama Gardens, Panorama Park. Is that incredible? I didn't realize they were spending that kind of money in the Panorama section. That is amazing. I'm liking it more and more now. No, I did not find a website. They don't have their website. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's kind of weird that they don't have their website, but they have promotions about Panorama Lake everywhere. All right, and on Instagram, look for the Panorama Lakes RD, I think it is, on Instagram. And by the way, if you're a member of the Stop Struggling Now Nation, please go to Instagram, join us on Stop Struggling Now. Please go to Facebook, Stop Struggling Now. We have a Facebook group. So you can go facebook.com/groups, then /Stop Struggling Now. That'll take you to the group. We also have a page. Please go to every social media platform. On Twitter, where Stop Struggling Now is too long, so we have to use Struggling Now. So it's @Struggling Now on Twitter. And I want to thank Moses Tillman for signing up. I saw you on the Twitter feed. Thank you so much. Melanie B, does that make you 33 streams? Exactly. That's what I'm thinking, Wilson Koo. I'm like, wait a minute. No, I'm like, wait, we'll get 10 more by the end of 2021. That's the goal. Holy smokes, that woman, putting in work. That's the paper I'm talking about from the DR, the Dominican Today newspaper. Okay, we'll be able to find it then. I'm going to go look it up right now just so I can. Oh, wait, it's a thing. Oh, you know what? The Dominican Today was that article was on. I didn't even pay attention. That is funny. This is Dominican Today on Google that shows this 100 million for Panorama Lake. This is incredible. This is incredible. US 100 million plus Panorama. That's incredible. Wow, that is amazing about how much they spend on Panorama. Yeah, that's incredible. Yep. So, yeah, and that's the beauty of it. I just found out today from the Panorama Lakes guys because I needed them to send me over something because, like I said, on my contract for my Panorama Gardens, I told them I can't sign the contract because where they list the property, they left out, even though it's only 5 square meters of balcony space. I was like, guys, I need that written in the contract. Although I know when you build a building, it might, it's going to be included. But I like things under contract to be precise, especially when it's something you can't change. So when they left out 5 square meters and I'm supposed to have 131 square meters versus 127 or 132 versus 127 square meters, I was like, nah, man, you got to get that changed. So that's one of the things. So anyhow, It includes all three of the panoramas. Panorama Park, Panorama Lake, Panorama Gardens is all included in all that. All of that is in the same. And Melanie, since you showed up late, just to let you know, I just found out today that all the panoramas are, even though they're not combined and open, what I mean is there's a pass through where they have they put gates and doors and roads where you can actually get it. All the panorama units connect each other, and whoever owns it, any of the panoramas, you can go to any of the other Panorama Lakes can go to Garden, Panorama Garden can go to Panorama Park, Panorama Lakes. You can go to any one as an owner to any of the panoramas, which is beautiful. So you just don't actually have one or two areas, you have three areas. So now I'm going to be seeing Joseph LaCruz possibly sitting at that Panorama Lake at that pool. How cool is that? Or he could be coming down to the Zen place and hanging out at that pool, or hanging out at the yoga at the Zen place, or at the cafeteria at the Zen place. I could be eating at their cafeteria at the Panorama Lakes. So that's pretty exciting. And the other part to this story about the Panorama properties, Joseph LaCruz, let me know how close Panorama Lakes, because since you were able to be there and know how far is the lake from the actual other two lakes, from the actual big saltwater lagoon and all that? Let me know how far that is. Because from when I drove out there, they just had the stakes in the ground and a sign, and it literally seemed like it was maybe 200 yards from where Panorama Lakes is supposed to be to get to the actual saltwater lake. That's how close it seemed to me. It did not seem that far. Maybe it's going to take about a 3-minute walk. Not yet, Wilson Crew, by the end of 2021. That's those extra 10 streams. That's the paper, Dominican Today. Wow, that's amazing. All right. I told you Twitter has gems. That's right, Moses Tillman. Exactly have gems. Very nice. Yeah, I'm all in with the with Vistacana. I love everything they're doing over there. And that's why I have to promote it. So we're an hour and 22 minutes in. Please smash that like button. Everybody knows SSN Nation, SSN gear, merchandise can be found at the StopStrugglingNow.com website. All right. So now, what are we going to do this week, ladies and gentlemen? Is it going to be some stocks? Is it going to be some crypto? Is it going to be some real estate? Or is it going to be streams of income? That's the beauty of it. Well, we're about to unlock some streams because, again, I don't have any room. I haven't set up a room on Clubhouse, but tomorrow I might do a little bit of clubhousing. I might set up a room. I'll let you guys know. I'll send a message. I don't know if I should do it in the daytime or evening time, but either way, I'm going to mess around with Clubhouse tomorrow. Thank you so much for getting me on the Clubhouse in the first place, Melanie Benita. I appreciate that. But everybody who has Android, all you got to do is go to the Google Play Store now, and you can also get Clubhouse. It's called In Chat. Hold on, let me show you something. So then everybody will know because they have different, like, it's kind of weird what they're doing with the imagery. Let me see if I can get this up for you. All right. Yeah, let me get this down. So this is what it looks like if you can see. Let me see if I can get this over here. The girl, that's what it looks like for Android users. Okay? So when you see that, Clubhouse, In Chat, that's what it looks like. So, in fact, I'll do something else as well so everybody can see what we do. Clubhouse. So you'll see what I'm referring to right here. So you see that? Clubhouse drop in. If you can see that, drop it in audio. All right, drop in audio chat. That's the one you want. They have some other ones on there too, but kind of throws you off a little bit. But that's the one you want for Android users. And now you can see all the rooms. Then you can, there's other things that come up in case you were using our APK version just to get on and chat and things like that. Now you can see where other people are being followed by or other rooms people follow. You can also invite people. You can also ping people. You can do a bunch of things now. So that's another stream of income. You got to have 1,000 followers. It may not be that hard either, especially since it's still brand new. I'm pretty surprised that there's not more rooms that people are involved in. What fintechs do you suggest besides Varo and GoTo Bank? It all depends. What do you need? Because bluevine.com for business checking, business, and if you have $10,000 or more revenue, you can get financing or funding from them, lines of credit. There's also, who am I missing? I'm missing a bunch of people. There's also fintechs. There's X1. All right. There's Tomo Card. There's the new Benjamin Finance. All those are in one of the videos I just did for the fintechs. Search the channel for fintechs, and I have a bunch of links underneath. All right. That's personal, not business, but that's the personal side, even though I gave you the Blue Vine. But Divvy is a business one. DIVVY. That's for business. Yes, Clubhouse, good place, valuable information. That's it. Got it. Clubhouse. There you go. That's it. That'll get you on one of those 10 streams. And it appears that the way things look on Clubhouse, you can follow and other people may follow you as a group. So you might be able to get to that 1,000 followers to get monetized. So that's kind of cool. Brooklyn Daddy's in the house. Welcome to the Monday Night Live stream. Hey, fam. Glad to see you here once again. I appreciate it. On a Monday Night Live. Yes. So Clubhouse it's wide open. That's the beauty of Clubhouse. You know, you got to love it. I like what I see so far. And people talk, people chat. It's very interesting. I can't say anything bad about it. It's awesome. You know, I'm looking through it right now just so you guys can see there's about 20 rooms open. 25, 30, 35, 40. It's evening time. There's at least 50 rooms open right now. 60. A ton. 70 rooms. At least 50 rooms are open right now. Talking about everything. Anything and everything goes on this app. So that's the one to go. It's about 200 meters from the main swimming pool and fishing area. Joseph LaCruz, he confirmed, so I'm about right on my distances. I was saying it was about 200 yards, so that's about right. 220 yards, 200 meters, yeah. That's how far I thought it would be, so I was right. I was right at the Panorama Lakes banner at the time. All they had was banner, and so it was right there. So I was like, that's why I wanted Panorama Lakes, because I was like, oh my God, not only do we have this lake, but the other lake is like right there. And I'm like, oh, this would be sweet. 200 yards. Now I'm at Panorama Gardens. I don't know how far it is, but I saw a drive around, and Panorama Garden appears to be on the other side of Panorama Lakes. So it appears that we can just walk right through and we'll be right there. So I don't know what the ultimate plan will be, but all I know is it's close enough, especially if you just have a little bike, a little scooter or something. That'd be sweet. I'm happy about that. So that's awesome. Joseph LaCruz, once again, welcome to the Punta Cana family. Way to go. Great investment, in my humble opinion. Anybody who invests at Cana Rock. In fact, we never really talked about Punta Cana. Here's my, it doesn't really matter what I believe, but here's the way things are shaking out as far as I look at Punta Cana. If you buy in downtown Punta Cana, good. If you buy in Cap Cana, which is also Cap Cana is in Punta Cana, good. If you buy at Vista Cana, good. And if you buy at Cana Rock, any of the Cana Rock properties on the Hard Rock Hotel property, good. And the next one up is the airport is going to be by Macau. So if you can get something down by Macau, good. Those are the top 4 places that I feel are serious contenders for upside. Kana Rock's already happening. They're already happening. And Cap Cana already happening. Vista Cana, not so much, because it's not a known entity. But if they start getting the more and more building that they get done in there, and the amenities that people are going to see in there, they're going to start going, well, wait a minute, this is like a resort because of so many of the amenities. Because if you take away Cap Cana is upscale, Hard Rock Hotel and Casino a little more it's a downscale from Cap Cana, but it's still upscale. So those two locations, you're able to charge more than you will at Vista Cana, for instance. I think that is yet to be determined, but I believe that's the case. So, but the thing about Vista Cana is they have so many more amenities than either of those places. So that's why I feel Vista Cana I'm very bullish. And then in downtown, right now, if you can get something downtown Punta Cana, you're going to have appreciation. And that's what you want in real estate. In case you're new here, let's talk about appreciation and prices going up in Punta Cana. So I always start with Victor Marrero's because we know the numbers. He bought his at $231K. His property value right now is $329 to $349 for his 2-bedroom, 2-bath at Cana Rock Galaxy. That's how much it has went up for him, and it's not even delivered yet. It's not even going to be delivered till about a year from now. So a year from now, who knows what the price value is going to be? It could be up to $400 at that point, easily. It only needs $50,000 more to be worth $400. And I believe somebody will pay more than $400 for a 2-bedroom on the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino property, because you're out by the water, you have a golf course, and you have the casino. That is something, and you have pools, and you have a bunch, and the golf courses. So you have a bunch of things that people like. Golf course views, beach is there. I mean, and you can go to Hard Rock Casino and Hotel and hang out. That's a thing. That's very popular. Amenities. And then at Cap Cana, it's upscale. And so the beach and everything is catered to an upscale lifestyle. They have bike trails. They have the golf courses. They have amenities, but it's upscale. You're going to go to the restaurant. You're going to be spending $200-300 for 2 people. So it's upscale. So Vista Cana, I have a feeling, I don't know if it's going to be upscale, but they're building some things there like upscale, but they have amenities that other places don't have. So that's going to be the thing. It's going to be like, do more amenities count or does location count? That's what's going to actually be. But if you have enough demand, visitors, then it will not matter. People will be at all locations, even on places I didn't mention. Like the Valero at Punta Cana has its own water park. That's crazy. All right. So it's going to be very interesting. You can choose what rooms you're interested under settings on Clubhouse. Thank you. Melanie Bonita, let me know how people set up how they have that Instagram logo without having to put in like the Instagram.com and / stop struggling now. Because I looked in there and I can't put a logo in there and then link it to the Instagram page. And for that matter, other pages as well, like Twitter and all that. I can't do it. It doesn't come up for me. King Zeke, welcome to the Monday Night Live stream. Thank you so much for being here. Hi. How you doing, man? Thank you so much for being in the house. We appreciate it. Welcome to SSN Nation. Mustafa Mbaye, welcome to the Monday Night Live. Glad to see you again. What's up, E? Hope all is well. Just got on here. What stocks you covered so far? Take a look at Zim, Open, XLY if you can. Okay, stocks we covered so far. X. Semiconductor stocks. HIMX. NVIDIA. We covered TSEM. TSC. Those are all semiconductor stocks. We talked about crypto as well. And I probably left out some because I'm just trying to go off the top of my head. And Open Door, I'm assuming. Open Door, that I haven't really covered because Open Door, but Zim, I'm not familiar with. Integrated Shipping Services, commodity known as Zim, publicly held Israeli International Cargo Shipping Company, one of the top 20 global carriers. Okay. That has to do with supply lines. I kind of like that. I like that. Headquarters in Haiti, no, Haifa. It also has a North American headquarters in Norfolk, Virginia. Yeah, I like anything that has to do with shipping. This is all has to do with supplies. I like it. And sure enough, year over year, people have did 4 times their money. So I can't say anything bad about this company. No dividends on it, but it's a shipping company just like DHT. So I'm not mad at you for that. I like that. Let's go check out what's been happening with Open Door. Open Door is real estate. So, yeah, this is kind of what I expect because this is a new technology where they're trying to leave out the real estate agent. And some people may not be very comfortable with that. So it did have its rise up to 30 something. Yeah, 34. High of 39.24, and now it's back down to 15, so it's half price. So now it's in the buy zone, in my opinion. I think Open Door is going to take a couple years. What I mean by that is buy now, sit back and relax, because people are getting more and more used to doing everything by computers. So I like Open Door. I haven't invested in Open Door yet myself. And I'm not investing in any of these that you mentioned. OLY, is that correct? Let me see if that was it. XLY. Okay. XLY. I'm not familiar with XLY. Let's see what XLY is. Not familiar with XLY. Consumer. Oh, okay. I don't know about this consumer discretionary select sector fund. I don't know about that. Let's see. I need to know what the stocks are in there. Mother of all stock market of Tesla joining the S&P 5. Oh, that's from back when. Yeah, I don't know much about this at all. We need to know what stocks are in there. Looks like no dividends. Also looks like it's near its 52-week high because it was 180. So, yeah, I really can't say what's going on with that. But again, I don't know about discretionary selects. It depends on what the fund is. Gonna have to look that up. Everybody do your due diligence on it, but it depends. It could be very good. And it's at its 52-week high, so I can't say anything bad about it. Boss Up, Boss Down TV. Welcome to the Monday night live stream. Just tapped in. What's the upscale? Smash the like button. Upscale. We're talking about Punta Cana properties in the Dominican Republic where people do not need any credit, no credit check, because they're pre-construction condos. And so therefore, you can put your 10% down, pay monthly for 1.5 to almost 3 years in some instances, and get your skin in the game, your down payment, and you'll already have 40% down. And then the property values are going up. And so when I was referring to upscale, I was referring to some of the properties or areas in Punta Cana that have upscale vibes. And they are upscale. So that was Cana Rock, which is on the Hard Rock Casino and Hotel property. Cap Cana, which is known worldwide as being the 5-star location, 5-star hotels, 5-star restaurant, 5-star beach, Juanillo Beach, world famous. Water just trickles, warm, shallow, go out for a ways. This is, and golf course and a bunch of other upscale areas, amenities within there. They have a guardhouse. You can't get in at all in Cap Cana. You have to go through the security. And And then Cana Rock, of course, is upscale because that's on the Hard Rock. And then, of course, Vista Cana may be upscale. They're spending $100 million on Panorama properties. That's a lot of money. And Noriega is doing the lagoons, and I love that developer. And so there's lots of money being built at Vista Cana. So if these guys all come through and build the structures and build the amenities properly like they're doing so far, then that means Vista Cana could be literally almost 2 miles to downtown and be an upscale area that previously was not an upscale area. So I'm hoping, we'll see. We have appreciation. My $123,000 penthouse is now worth $133 because that's what they're selling them for now. Things are going up. So again, that's what we were talking about, upscale. Panorama Lakes is in the Dominican Republic. Yes, it is, Key Militant. Appreciate you, brother. You were very instrumental to the making of 2LNL. Too Legit, No Limit. Thank you so much, man. That's how we do it around here. I appreciate that. I humbly appreciate that mention. That's right. That's how we're trying to do it around here. The real in the field out here. We're trying to get people on the right track without suffering that much because you know how they do us. Everybody thinks you need credit. Then once you have the credit, then it's about the down payment. Then it's about something else. That's how it works. Moving the ball down the field. So if you can get into real estate without going through all these hassles, why go through the hassles? And by the way, when we're talking about real estate, and I call it off books, offshore, there's no credit check. So that means I'm buying property that doesn't show on my credit report. That also allows me to buy other property if I do need to use my credit. And it won't be used against me. So that means I can actually get more assets. So again, that's what we do around here, trying to get everybody up to speed. The Instagram and Twitter link is not available to Android users yet. When it's available, it'll be shown right under your profile. Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Melanie Benita. I appreciate that. Myth 5 Media with the icon next to your name, a member of the channel. Thank you so much for being here on the Monday night live stream. Blockchain technology replace all middlemen industries. Exactly, Myth 5 Media. It's going to happen. It's going down regardless. With or without them, they can't stop it. It's already happening, quite frankly. So it's just going to get better with time. The other beauty about both Cana Rock and Vista Cana is that they are right off the main highway. You turn off that 4-lane highway and you're right at the gate. Exactly, Victor Marrero. Exactly. Cana, you got to drive a ways to get there because it's on the other, it's closer, it's more east, southeast, I guess. So yeah, that is one of the beauties of Vista Cana. Another reason why I fell in love with Vista Cana was because of the easy access. It's right off the freeway, and so is Hard Rock, which was why Cana Rock was on my list as well. Some of you may be new, but I also have another property in Punta Cana. It's called the Primavera Residences 2. That is also off the freeway right next to Vista Cana, which is so funny because I didn't realize it was right next door. They share the same gates or fence line, I'll say. Same fence line they share. They have different entrances. Primavera Residences 2 is not quite up to par with Vista Cana, meaning all the amenities, but they too have social areas and pools and things of that nature, but it's not quite spread out and nice as Vista Cana. But also the price is damn near 40% less. $82,000 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath penthouse. All right. Oh, 2-bedroom, 3-bath penthouse. Sorry. With an enclosed area on top in the terrace on the penthouse and a full bathroom on the terrace in the penthouse. So that's one of the reasons why I couldn't pass up the Primavera 2 and that the cheapest 2-bedroom in that area, $82,000. Actually, that's the penthouse. 2-bedroom was $72,000 on the first 2 floors. So it's very interesting. I'm going to start packing now. Boss up, boss down TV. That's right, man. You got to start packing now. And by the way, SSN Lifestyle is coming soon, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, I always give a promo on the live streams because whoever's going to be a founder, let's just go down some of the list. Founder, that means you get a week. You're going to have a choice. Simon's Residences, which is a 2-bedroom, 3-bath, condo on the top floor. The terrace has its own enclosure, about 250 square foot, semi-enclosed, which means it has a roof on it. And so you'll be able to stay there for a week free in about 2 years. Same with or you can choose Vistacana, which is also a penthouse, which also that's a 2-bedroom, 3.5 bath, and it has a terrace as well, and free on that one. You'll also get your 3 nights, 4 days at a lot of vacation spots around the world. We'll get you that 3 hours on boats. So wherever you go, you'll have 3 hours. I'm not going to tell you who it's going to be with yet. You'll have a few other things. Oh, Coco Bongo, when you go to over there to use their Dominican Republic property, if you ever go, you got your 2 tickets for Coco Bongo on the house. That's some of the stuff. All right? So I'm glad you're starting to pack right now, boss up, because that's what's happening. That's how we're going to do it. All right, the Instagram and Twitter link is not available to Android users. Oh, I skipped some people is what it is. Is that what happened? Let's see, Panorama Lakes. Let's make sure I got everybody. Okay, so I went back up. Yeah, we're going to be eliminating the middlemen on that. All right, so that's where I'm going to start packing now. That's how you got to do it. That's how you got to do it. So that is the real estate game. And then, of course, we got to do the stock market. You guys, it's going to open up tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen. You guys know you can always do the pre-market, the futures. You can always know how the market's going to open. And in fact, we haven't talked about that. So I'll give you like CNN pre-market. And we'll go look and check it out. Let's see what it's looking like tonight. Let's see what's happening here. Pre-markets. So they're saying, well, they're almost even. -16 for a Dow, -3, -5. So nothing seriously is happening. It's not going to jump up tomorrow or anything like that. It's just going to be ho hum, which is a good thing. I don't mind ho hum. So nothing wrong with that. So that's how you find out the pre-markets. One of the ways, there's many other ways you can find out about pre-markets, but at least tomorrow's just going to be starting out a ho hum day. Unless government starts doing some FUD or the government starts coming up with their storylines on how they want to start doing infrastructure or start giving out $6 trillion, woo, or some more stimulus money, who knows? But all I know is we're already $27-28 trillion in debt, and they're doubling down. 6 trillion and some more trillions. I mean, we're going to be at like 37 trillion sometime within the next 6 months. That's not good. So that means you guys got to get some gold and silver, whether it's physical gold or silver or ETF gold and silver. So a lot of people may not know. I'm gonna put it on the screen. Let's go with here goes a very interesting. Looks like I lost you guys. I clicked on the screens when I clicked on the wrong one. So I'm sorry about that. Yes, we did. Think we lost live feed. Yeah, you did. XLY is reopen play. It has a lot of companies that people spin. Okay. Sorry, guys. I got lost. I hit the wrong button. Bitcoin still going to 100K this year? I don't know about that. All I know is you need to be in Bitcoin. That's for sure. I was going through the AUY, the BTG when we got disconnected, the DRD. I actually hit the wrong button. The XLY is a reopen play. It has a lot of companies that people spend money on, like Nike, Amazon. Okay, I like that. Then I do like that. Yes, I did lose the feed. Boss up, boss down. I actually clicked the feed off. It was my fault. Yes, we did. All right. I did not sure about everyone else. Yeah, the feed was lost. Okay. Yeah, so I'm sorry about that, guys. So what I was trying to talk about was the BTG, the DRD, the AUYs, the SIVR. These are things that you can invest in with Robinhood and Webull instead of going to buy the physical gold and silver, because physical gold and silver, they add these premiums to it. So let me go here. I'm going to go to AppMax to show you guys what I'm referring to on this. All right. Here, let me get off. I'm going to take off Moses for a second. Okay. So AppMax, for instance. Okay. What is silver now? $28? Something like that? Yeah, $28. Okay. So you can't buy it $28.35, nor can you buy it $19.20. They add these premiums on. So like this silver is probably going to cost $33 or $34 an ounce. So that's why sometimes I say, okay, I'll just go buy some ETFs. And again, some of those ETFs are like SIVR, for instance. All right. No dividends on SIVR, but it's $26.96 and it goes along with the price of actual silver and gold. So here's SLV. So notice they're all in the 25s, but look at this year over year. Last year, 17. This year, 50% on your money. No dividend though, which is fine, but you're getting the same sort of appreciation you get from the physical on the ETFs. All right. You have GLD, which is very interesting. That's about 1% of the actual price. So I'll just go year over year. So it went up a little bit. But again, GOLD is Van Eck. That's another stock that you can buy. Barrick Gold. Although I don't know what's going. Oh, here we go. 24. So these are options that you have instead of, if you don't want to invest and pay the extra premium, you can just buy it at this price. All right. So hopefully that helps out. All right, everybody, please smash that like button. And if you like what we talk about here on the channel, we're almost into 2 hours. Please subscribe to the channel and let the YouTube gods know that the SSN Nation's in the house on Monday night again. And I'm going to end this up in a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. So if there's something you want to talk about, please talk about it and ask about it right now. And everybody on Wednesday Night Live, I'm going to have where whoever wants to come and talk live, you'll be able to, but only members with the icon next to their name will be able to do that. It'll be under the community tab on Wednesday. I'm going to leave a link so anybody can come in and talk. You don't have to be on the screen. It's not going to have a visual of you unless you say, hey, I'll do visual. But mostly it'll just be a pulsating where people can just talk. And I'll have you on live if you want to talk and have questions or do whatever you want. You can be on live. Pretty Black, nah, that ain't it. I think they cut the feed because you're telling us how to become thousandaires, millionaires, and billionaires. You know Uncle Sam don't want all of us eating good. Pretty Black. That's right. But unfortunately, I can't give it to Uncle Sam. I actually did it myself. But the truth of the matter is, this is why YouTube algorithm and the Google gods don't promote SSN Nation, because you are correct in this fashion. Because think about it. I'm not trying to charge people to sell them something, and I'm actually giving you the real stuff that you can do. We're not talking about woulda, coulda, shoulda stuff. We're actually talking about things that people can do now, right? With no cost. That's the beauty of it. Unless, of course, you're talking about investing in some assets, then it does cost money. But when we're talking about monetizing yourself, all these available social media tools and links and podcasting and StreamYards and apps and all the stuff that you can use to monetize yourself, they're like, wait a minute, he's telling everything for free. He doesn't even charge for this stuff. What's going on here? We can't let this out. And sure, there's millions of channels on YouTube where people give some of the same information. But we're talking about not just social media. We're talking about real estate. We're talking about crypto. We're talking about stocks. We're talking about a lot of things that help people monetize. Like I did a video recently in case anybody wants to start their clothing company. And people are like, well, I don't want to spend lots of money to start a clothing company. Well, then there's Printful, right? There's Teespring. There's ways that you can actually get your, whatever your logo is or whatever you want to do, you can just have it printed on there and they'll do it for you and you can sell through them. You don't even need a website, right? I mean, when you start thinking about all the ways that potentially a person can start up, the Amazon FBA course, which is free. Again, I mean, this is crazy. So we give out information that can help people with a limited supply of money. And it can turn into what Pretty Black says, thousandaires, millionaires. Well, the billionaire club, that's a bit hard, but we get you there. You know how to do it. So, and then with SSN Nation, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, or SSN Lifestyle. For everybody that doesn't know about that, I gave a little preview about the Founders Club, but the SSN Lifestyle, the Founders Club are going to, whoever's in that, when we're going to have people on here pitching us, where you can become an investor in an earlier company or not. We can have thumbs down, thumbs up, whatever. But people of SSN Lifestyle, once it goes past the founders and they say, well, we're going to invest X amount or not at all or whatever, then it's going to be turned over to the rest of the members can then invest in the company if you want to. Now, keep in mind, everything's a risk. Nothing's a winner. So basically, for every startup that comes out that wins, there's another 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 that came out and failed. All right. That's why if you watch Shark Tank, the billionaires on Shark Tank, they don't like to lose. So you'll notice how they ask questions. One of the main questions is, how much revenue do you have coming in right now? How much are you making right now? And how much profit are you making? Because they don't want to invest in a startup company that is basically at ground zero, because that is high risk. That's the highest risk that you can take. That's why they ask that first question. They're like, and how much did you put in? Because now, do you have skin in the game? Because I know if you're using my money and you don't have skin in the game, how hard are you really going to work? But when you have skin in the game, you are going to work actually harder because you're going to have more to lose. So those are the kind of things, those are the reasons why they ask those questions, because you're not going to want to invest in somebody that says, you know what, I'm just starting out. I have no revenue. I don't even know how I'm going to really promote this. I can tell you a story. I'm going to tell you the internet. I can tell you I'm going to open up a shop. I can do all that, but will it really happen? No, I don't want to take that risk. Now, if a guy walks in and says, well, we made $200,000 this year and we're looking for 10% equity, if somebody gives us 40 grand, things of this nature, you know, how many other investors do you have? Well, we had another investor and, you know, he gave us 40 grand and we gave him 30%. Obviously now we're not giving you 40 grand. At 30%. We want 40 grand. If we give you 40 grand, we want 30%. Now you're not going to own your company anymore. So we can't invest with this. This is crazy. Because you're going to have to dilute the other party then. You better figure something out if you want some more money. So this is the kind of things that we're going to be bringing. SSN Lifestyle, we're going up another level. All right, we're going to have our own channel as well. In fact, I already have the channel. I just haven't put any content on there yet. So that's part of SSN Lifestyle as well. All right, and one of the main features, and I'm going to say this because nobody else is going to do this, when you sign up in SSN Lifestyle, whether it's a founder or a member or anything else, we have a pool that you can get paid every month from. Because one thing I hate about any affiliate marketing or network marketing or anything, I do affiliate marketing like right now, Opus Virtual Office. When a person starts their business and you want to work out of your home, you don't want to use your home address as your office. That's for security purposes, you should not. So if it's going to cost me $99 a month to have an Opus Virtual Office where I have a business phone number, a business fax number, a business address, somebody's answering my phone live, they can transfer that phone to me at my cell phone number, and I can say, hey, this is Eric. That is worth $99 a month in itself to me. So, and it's a tax write-off. So those are the kind of things that you want to talk about when you are actually starting a business. So that is some of the things that you also have to think about when it comes to affiliate marketing. I promote Opus Virtual Office. Somebody signs up, I receive commission, but I receive commission one time. The people are paying every month, which is fine. That's what I signed up with. But the thing is, I still have to continue to work. And the fact is, even at this point, I don't sign up anybody else. No commission checks are coming. But yet I could have signed up 50 people. Right? And I get no other money for the duration. And all 50 people could still be paying monthly for the next 5 years. I get nothing. That always bugged me, just like network marketing. You guys know network marketing, when you sign up people, then those people drop out. Then all of a sudden they say, well, you don't have enough people signed up, so you don't qualify, so you don't get any commission this month. That always bothered me because the person spent all that time, energy, resources, money to just even get in and sign people up. Never mind about the sign up to get in the thing in the first place. There's usually a cost. So it always bugged me that all of a sudden they're going, well, these people aren't in no more. We're not going to pay you. Okay. That's not, I'm doing something a little bit. I'm changing the game. All right. Because I want people to still get paid because you brought me a customer, right? That customer is still involved. You may not want to be involved anymore. You might say, well, it's a little bit hard for me. I can't get the necessary funds that I wanted from this project. So you may go on about your business. But the other people, just like with Opus Virtual Office right now, the other people are paying monthly. I receive nothing. Here's what, in my perspective, what's going to happen. And what I'm going to do is, if the people are continuing to pay monthly, even if you're not, you're still going to get a pool of some of the pool money. That's just the way it is. You brought the people in here. Without you, our company wouldn't do anything. So how am I just going to neglect you and be like, oh, well, they brought us like 100 people, but since they're no longer in here, we're not going to compensate them. That's crazy. I don't think that's how it should be. They brought us 5 people, but because he's not making enough money, he decided to go do something else. Those 5 people are still paying monthly or still involved. I don't think it's right that I should just cut you off. I think you should be able to say, hey, I can't do it or I don't want to do something. But if other people still stay in that you brought to the company, you should still get paid. All right. So that's what's going to happen. So that's a little teaser. All right. So anyhow, we're about to wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen. SLVO, I like that too. Boss Up, Bust Down TV. USO, I'm not familiar with. Let's go. What is, okay, hold on. USOI. I'm not familiar with this. Let's see. Learn something new every day. Credit Swiss crude oil. Okay. They're not giving me any dividends. What's going on here? I don't know about this at all. Let's go. How does it work? Twist to the crude oil by extracting income from oil futures. So it's almost like a futures. Okay. So it's a little risk taking. Year over year, about the same. 470, 494. Year over year, about the same. It looks like they're leveraging. So I'm not familiar with that. But USO, that's very interesting. Okay. Boss up, boss down. You create a monster. I'm glad to hear that, man. That's what we're trying to do around here. Like Pretty Black said, thousandaires, millionaires, billionaires. We trying to get there. Pretty Black 100. I'm working on the clothing side. I'm going to take a look at your video. Right on. Thank you, Brooklyn Daddy. Yes, Brooklyn Daddy. Everybody does things differently. But what I try to do is I do rules of engagement a different way. If you can invest, let's say $20 versus having to invest $300 to find out if the product sells, which one would you do? So I always looked at it like I'd rather go with the low side first, because if it doesn't work out, then I haven't committed that much money. Versus like in the t-shirt business, usually when you go see a printer, first thing they want to talk about is, okay, well, our first run is X amount. You need a minimum of 12 or 24. We charge for setup and screens and all this stuff. And the next thing you know, you're out of pocket $300 for 12 it could be 24. But the thing is, now you made a t-shirt, but now do you know if it's going to sell? So it's always a lot easier if you actually have something that you can get, which Teespring, Printful, Shirtsy, things like that, where it can actually print the DTG and set it up and see if it's actually going to sell. Because then you can always go to the screen printers and say, yeah, I need like 10 or 12 or whatever the screen printers do. Or if you're going to use DTG, then it's not the screen printers. But the thing is, just go start small is what I always recommend. Keep your risk side low as possible, because then if people buy it, you don't have to worry. Then you can order more. So that's just the way I operate. So hopefully when you're doing your clothing, don't try to buy like $500 worth of gear. Try to minimize that risk is all I can say. Wow, that will be another stream for me. Thank you so much, Melody Bonita. Oh, no, you guys. Okay, I make a commitment now that give me about 5 guys, so we can catch up with Melody Bonita on those 30, because she's going to have 33 streams of income by the end of the year if she does this 10 streams commitment. Does this woman ever stop working? I just want to know. She's like the hardest working woman out here. Boss up, boss down, Credit Suisse. Yes, I see that using futures, about 2% a month. That's 24% a year. That's beautiful. We're spoiled right now where people go 24% a year. Nah, forget about it. I can make more buying crypto or something. But ladies and gentlemen, one of these days, these swings of 20, 30, 40% in a day and a week and all that's going to come to an end. You're going to need things that give you 1% a month or 5.5% a month. Switch, a future aristocrat. That's right. That's it. That's how we're going to do it. Okay, thank you for that nugget. Yo, no problem, Brooklyn Daddy. Thank you for always being here and your support. I appreciate it, man. I don't work on Sundays. She's a Mormon. I'm just kidding. Yeah, Mormons don't work on Sunday either. So that's cool. Hey, but it's all right. It's one of those things. When you have streams of income, you can pretty much work when you want to work, not because you have to work. That's the beauty of it, right? You can do whatever you want. I even took a nap and watched a movie yesterday. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah. I even actually did, well, even though I'm here on the Monday Night Live, I cooked some ribs, chili, rice today. And by the way, here's how I cook ribs. Everybody does it on the grill. I don't do the grill. I do the oven method. 2.5 hours in the oven and 325 to 350, whatever. and rub it, do the rub. And then I make special chili with about 5 beans. Yeah. So that's what I did today on Memorial Day weekend. And because my dad's a veteran, so it was all for him, actually. This party bus has a stopping point, but let's ride it till it runs out. That's right, Wilson Koo. Wilson Koo, the party bus for us is not going to ride out. You know why? Because we're diversified, right? If we don't get you in the stocks, we'll get you in the crypto. We don't get you in the stocks and the crypto, then we're getting you in the real estate, right? We don't get you in the real estate, then we're getting you in the gold and silver and precious metals. You can't win all. We can't lose all four. All right? You're not going to lose all four. So even when inflation happens, just so everybody's up to speed, there's going to be inflation. It's here. That means the prices of everything goes up. So if you have assets go up, meaning all the things I just mentioned, the stocks, the real estate, the crypto, the gold, the silver, although the crypto is unknown because in crypto's only 12 years old. So therefore, you don't know what's going to happen when inflation kicks in. We can guess, but nobody knows for sure. I personally, my guess is crypto's going to rise just like other assets. Real estate will rise. Stocks are going to rise because every item that goes into making a product, that's going to cost more. So that means the manufacturers, the companies have to charge more. So they're going to make money. Real estate's going to go up because the cost of the dollar is worth less. So that means that's going to go up. So it's a win-win. So that's why in 2021, get your assets, get your streams of income because you need that duffel bag of cash, ladies and gentlemen. You need that on standby because there's going to be opportunities knocking. All right? I'm not a Mormon. I was just messing with you. I know. I was messing with you. Thanks for the gems. You're welcome, Wilson Koo. Thank you for being here and the icon next to your name. That means the support. That means you join the channel. Doesn't stop for the SSN fam. CEO heads up. That's right. It doesn't stop. We keep you prepared here, ladies and gentlemen. That's how we do it. So nobody's going to be left behind. So when somebody says, Eric, my house dropped 20%, let's say that happened. I don't know if it will, but let's just say it did. You're not going to panic. You're just going to sit there and be like, no big deal. Because I invested in other things. I have streams of income coming in. Right? That's all you're going to care about. I got this covered. No worries. Stock market crashes. Everybody here knows in SSN Nation what to do. You buy more. That's what you do. We know this, right? Don't panic. Nothing to panic about. You can wait a year or 2 or 6 months to let it all flush out. Right? Don't panic. It's long term, ladies and gentlemen. It's not short term. It's long term. Like right now, cryptocurrencies have crashed. Kind of. For, I don't know, to me, 55,000 down to 35,000 or 30,000 is a crash for Bitcoin. That's more than 20%. That's more than 30%. So that's like 40-some%. That's a crash. The Ether was at 4,000. It's down to 2,600 right now. Again, another over 40% crash. That's a crash. All those who invested when it went down to 1,900, 2,000 in ETH, you're happy. ETH is up to around 2,600. All those that bought it 30, 32,000 when we had the gentleman of crypto on, and he said he bought it 32, he spent $2,000 at 32,000. It's now up to 35. It went up to 36, but 35, he's still ahead of 32. Even though he bought it a lower price years ago. He still said, I'm buying the dip. So everybody here at SSN Nation, we know what to do. You just got to make sure you still have those streams of income so you have those duffel bags of cash. And then you also know, because I did an inflation video again recently, that we should get gold, silver, and precious metals because inflation is going to kick in, whether it's the physical or whether it's in the stock market. So all this is a playbook, the Emerging Millionaires Playbook. I believe that was the last video that I did the inflation on, so people can see that one. All right. So we got to keep up with that. Yes, full up with the safe with cash and precious metals. Exactly. Because inflation is here. It's coming. It's already here. In fact, please watch one of the videos I did on inflation. I can't remember if it was the last one or two ago, but it wasn't on the live stream. You guys got to look at that because I show you the actual numbers where the government's lying to us. All right. Oh, that was the government one actually that I did, not the Emerging Millionaires Playbook. It was the government. What the government's not telling you. I can't remember the name of the title of the video, but that's the one that you guys should check out. All right. Men and women, you got to check it out. Boys and girls, children, don't hide the children from this, because if a child knows when they're 8 years old, 12 years old, if they know what is going to happen when there's inflation, if they know to invest in assets, they might start when they're 14, 15, 16 and saying, hey, let me find out what's going on here. What's this man saying? Because if you know at 18 the playbook, and if you know, wait a minute, I don't even have to go to school. I already have crypto. In fact, I bought crypto when I was 13, 12, 11, or told my parents to. And now look, 5 years later, somebody's talking right now where Bitcoin could be $100,000. Some 10-year-old could be buying, having their parents buy $100, $200, $300 worth of crypto right now. Whether it's ETH, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's any other, Matic, Link, Aave, Compound, whatever. And who knows, 5, 6, 7 years from now, how much that $200 or $300 investment could be worth. Because if people are talking crazy, if people are saying crypto could be 100,000 this year, some people are saying Bitcoin could be 500,000 in 3 years. I mean, you just never know. So some people are saying Ether could be a 30,000. Who knows? Just never know. Lana B, thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's 2 hours for the Monday Night Live, so we got to wrap this up. And I want to thank you all for being here. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. That's why SSN Nation, we always strive for all the diversity, all the ways to make money, all the ways to get streams of income, all the ways to invest with your hard-earned money, because you can't keep giving it to the man. That man means the 401k. You're giving your money away. You can't keep going down to the bank and saying, here, take my money and give me back nothing in return. You can't keep playing the man's game. You can't keep getting taxed and paying these 20, 24, 25% in taxes because you're on a W-2. You got to start your business so you can start writing off some of these taxes. Because if you want to be wealthy, paying taxes and being wealthy, they do not go hand in hand. So when you start having your own businesses, you start paying less taxes, which means now you have more money to invest. That's generally what happens, and that's why the rich keep getting richer. But we're flipping the script here, right? You guys know what to do. So with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.